Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is my Author's Answer video for June 2024. The Author's Answer series was started by J.D. Archer and his writing group that he had through a blog. They would ask each other a variety of reading and writing questions. I think they did it weekly for a few years. I, several years back, decided to do this monthly. JD brought some of the questions himself to AuthorTube. I'll link to his blog and his AuthorTube channel down below, and also to my playlist of videos I've been answering sequentially for several years myself, as I said. And this month I am up to question number 87, which is asking about what are some of your favorite non-American or non-Canadian authors that you would recommend. So my first thought when asked questions in this parameter would probably be to go to Israeli authors. In fact, just last month I did this whole book haul because I found backlist titles for David Grossman and Amos Oz, so I'll link to that video down below. Certainly every time I'm going to run into their backlist, or I guess front list in David Grossman's case, I'd probably be curious to give it a go. And I kind of feel the same for Ayelet Gunder Goshen, another Israeli author. I mean, I struggle, I think a little, well, I struggle a little more with her stuff. I guess I'm not, I don't have to absolutely head over heels love everything any of the three of them write, but, they're intriguing enough to me what they're trying to say and how they have said it sometimes in the past that I'd go for them. And so the same is true with Ayelet Gunder Goshen, who is a little less literary than the other two, I think, but she writes sort of literary genre fiction, so there's that. But none of these writers write science fiction or fantasy, and I feel like I should focus on that as well because I've been working for years on my own fantasy novel. So I just went into my Goodreads favorites to try to, remember some other voices, and immediately what popped up to me is Samantha Shannon for her, I guess, Roots of Chaos series, the big bulking novels of The Priory of the Orange Tree and Day of Fallen Night, which are epic fantasy based on a feminist retelling of St. George and the Dragon. I've not read her other stuff, but I'd at least, give it a look. And of course, if she wrote anything else in this universe, I would read it because they were both favorites. And she is a UK author. So there we go. We're moving on a little bit. Thank goodness JD did not include the UK in this. I do kind of also want to mention Yochi Brandis, going back to Israeli authors, but she wrote some biblical retellings that I read, and actually that did sort of influence my fantasy novel a bit in terms of world building, and if anything else of hers is published into translated into English that's similar, I'd probably go for that as well. I also would read Emma Newman if she goes back to the Planetfall series. In fact, she has written some short stories set in that world, which I'm always a little less sure of short stories in SFF. I like that space for the world building, and I love the Planetfall series for being such challenging science fiction about psychology. And I still feel like she should have at least one more to go in there, but it's been several years now, so I'm not sure she'll be returning. I might also put, just scrolling through favorites, and I maybe would put Elena Ferrante on there as well. Most of her books I have really liked, especially the Neapolitan novels. The rest are a little more, stacked, some not at the top, but I'd always give this Italian author a try, and I think that could cover it for this question. So yeah, that about covers it for me now. And I'll link to more information about these authors down below as well. it's been fun to get away from, there's been a series of questions before this one that were a little more about quirky habits of some sort, but now it was nice to get a more traditional favorite writer sort of question, so thank you to Author's Answer for that. And anyway, I will be back on this channel in the next few days to do a Would You Read It challenge, where I look at a BookTube prize ballot from yesteryear and read the first few pages with you and discuss what I think of them. I'd love to hear any of your favorite non-American or non-Canadian authors if you'd like to share them. And in the meantime, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Keep writing, and I'll see you next time.